Cowboys, and I want to give a major shout out to Mike Tag. Keep bringing the hype to the Cowboys Nation. We love and appreciate it. Now, can you dig it? Let's get it.
What's up, Cowboys Nation?
What is up? It's your boy Mike Tag here. I'm back. Little vacation, little rest and relaxation, and all this stuff started to happen while I was trying to enjoy myself. Cowboys were a little active, huh? Everyone was bitching and moaning, complaining that they ain't doing nothing, and they go out and they shore up that cornerback position, getting Gilmore. Then we take a little step further and we get that wide receiver, right? Brandon Cook. So we've addressed some needs in free agency. They made a couple trades. Cowboys never want to trade their draft capital. The Joneses, maybe they were listening to my man Kelly K9 when he was went on his rant. But no, it was good to see. They obviously got Pollard on a franchise deal, got LVE, got Wilson, Fowler supposed to be going on. So it looks like this team's starting to come together, which makes you think, what are they going to do in the draft? What are we going to get? Now it's kind of, the door's wide open. So we're going to get into it. We got a couple guests coming on. Your boy's not a draft expert, so I got to bring someone who knows a little bit about the draft. And then, of course, maybe Uncle Cheech will be popping in. But before we do, I gotta sell it now. You guys got to make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with Cowboys Nation. We got a lot of great stuff coming on. Got a special show on Wednesday. We got Malik Rozier from the U. He's coming in. Talk a little Canes, talk a little Knowles. We got Jay Tuck coming on to mix it up a little bit. But more importantly, he made a tweet about Dak Prescott. And he said, Cowboys are never going to win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. So I said, look, I need you to come on the show. I need you to come in live. I want Cowboys Nation to hear what you got to say. And let's see if he's right. Let's see if he's got some facts to back up that. He also didn't know Chris Canty was, who put out that tweet. So a little hurtful from a Cowboy, but he's from the U, so we got to show him some love. And absolutely, Jones, it was a good week, and I think there could be some more to come. It's going to see where it goes. I think now what they're going to do is they're going to shore up a couple, veteran, the friendly contracts that they usually get. But the one interesting thing that we saw, and I had it in my notes to kind of say, would we take Schultz back? No one seems to want Schultz. And then right before the show, he signs a 1-year, $9 million deal. And you got to wonder, the Cowboys offered him a contract and he didn't accept it. And maybe he's having a little bit of regret. Now I'm thinking, if we got him at the right price, I would have been happy to bring him back. But I wasn't going to sign him to a big deal. He wasn't going to be the highest paid tight end. He always made me nervous. If you watch the show, he always makes me nervous every time he catches that football. I'm waiting for him to fumble it as soon as he gets hit. So I think it's probably a good thing. Ferguson, Hendershot, they're going to have their time. But again, with the moves that they made, what do you guys think? I think it opens it up for the Cowboys to go in a lot of different directions. There's one pressing need. There's one pressing need, and that's where we're gonna talk. We're gonna bring on a guest to break it down that the Cowboys need to address. I know they brought in a couple veteran running backs in this week to talk to them. I don't know if that's the answer. I don't know if you go from one veteran, to another, or maybe we get a little juice and maybe get a little guy in the draft if it opens up. So without further ado, I'm not the draft expert, so I'm gonna bring in, you got to get younger if you really want to know all the draft stuff. So we got to bring in my boy here to talk a little bit about the draft. What's up, my man? How you doing today?
What's going on? How you doing today? I'm doing great.
Good. Well, you see, he's in the Cowboys cave, so he's got to be my better half. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. He's got no choice because he lives under this roof. Some days I wish maybe I wasn't so cruel to him, but we're gonna get it. So The question is, the Cowboys address some needs, and we're all hearing it. Best player available. Find some starters, get some impact. So the thing that I'm hearing a lot of is running back. We lost Zeke. That was your boy and
Hurt.
Kelly K9. He did a great job. He said, hey, he saluted him. He saluted Zeke in our Thursday show. I was out of town, so I didn't get a chance, but it is a big thank you to Zeke. I don't want to minimize it. He meant a lot to this team, and hey, they didn't get it done. I'm not going to blame Zeke for that, but his body took a beating, and it just looked like he won.
Wore him down.
So now we open it up. And we got some young guys, right? We got Bijan Robinson. We got Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good running backs. I need your expertise. What are you thinking? If one of these guys are at 26, are you taking them?
If Bijan Robinson is there, I'm taking him. No questions asked. No questions asked if he's there.
So he's your number one running back. You
Yes.
take him no matter what.
Yes.
Okay. What do you like about him?
He's big. He's quick. He's shifty. Everything that a Cowboys running back will need, Bijan Robinson is that dude. And his stats prove it.
And he's a big game guy, and that's what we need. So what about Gibbs? So if Bijan's gone and Gibbs is there, are you taking Gibbs?
Yes, I'm taking Gibbs.
So the question I have is we go back and forth on this, and it's about the running back, the value of running back. Do you take a running back in the first round? You see the success that you get in the later rounds, getting a running back. But these two, you're saying, are above and beyond that. They're too good to pass up if they're there. Okay. So the question I'll ask you, if they're not there, what other where do you take we need a running back. Yeah, we got Pollard. We need a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go? Where do you go from a running back if these two are gone?
I think you get the running back from Texas A&M, Devon. I don't know how you say his last name, but Devon from Texas A&M, and like maybe the second or third round.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would take him. What's his name? Darnell Washington, the tight end from Georgia. He's huge. We just lost Schultz. Big.
So you're saying you may go tight end at one if these two running backs are gone. You're gonna go with the 6'7" tight end out of Georgia.
I think he'd be a game changer in the NFL. Yes.
No, that's
if they're both gone.
He's gaining some traction. So we talk about best player available. So if the best player available is a wide receiver, you got no problem taking the best wide receiver.
Jalen Hyatt. He said he wants to go to Dallas. Jackson Smith said he would like to come to Dallas. So, I mean, they're both game changers. Both game changers. They would make big plays. Because Cooks is not like we're not gonna have him in like 2 years, maybe. I think he's like a win now, and then you got Hyatt who could develop.
Yeah.
And then boom, he's in the situation, and boom.
I think personally, the thing with a running back, I'll go back to the running back, and you guys let me know if I'm crazy in the chat. But the thing with the running back, if you get a Bijan Robinson, if you get Gibbs, the thing that is attractive that you could say is you're getting that running back. He's got to be a premier guy. You're getting him for 5 years. You're getting him right 4-year contract. You pick up the 5th year. You can even, if you wanted to get crazy and he was doing really good, you could tag him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a lot invested as far as the contract like they did with Zeke. Now, they got to be disciplined and they got to let it ride out. But I think what you're seeing with running backs is you're seeing about a 6-7 on a great one. You're seeing six years of high productivity before the body just, unfortunately,
wears it down.
The mind says yes, the body says no. So,
yeah.
But so what do you think of that philosophy? You think that's something that they should, are they putting that into consideration?
See, I think the NFL is growing into you need 2 backs.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think they split maybe you get Bijan, him and Pollard split carries. You do what they did with Zeke. Maybe on the 1-yard line, maybe Bijan gets it. And then maybe they just alternate drives just to save the legs.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I would say is with Pollard getting 65% of touches, no need to draft a running back early. I think to the point is if you look at a lot of these teams and you're hearing McCarthy, he wants to run the football. He wants to get back to ground and pound and run that football. You're going to need two running backs. Pollard is coming off a significant injury. I think he'll be okay, but he's still coming off a significant injury. He's never proven to be that guy. And I'll go back in time. I don't know if Mikey, I don't know if you're too young, but there was a time that we had these running backs, and they all wanted to be the man. It was Julius Jones and Marion Barber, and then Julius Jones was going to be the man. He never could get it done. Marion Barber did it for a year, and then that was it. And then you had Felix Jones. Felix Jones was going to be the man, right? So Felix Jones was going to be. He couldn't get it done. There are certain running backs that it's very difficult to be able to get it done on a consistent basis and to be able to carry that rock. There's only a couple. I mean, at Henry, Zeke was that guy for a while. Chubbs, I'm probably missing the kid from the Raiders. There's not many that can do it. So
Josh Jacobs.
Think you need that running back by committee. You need to split the carries. You're playing 17 games. If you go to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, you could be playing up to 21 games. No one running back is going to survive. If they are, their career is going to be cut even shorter than 6 years. So, I think you need to have I think you need to have a stable of running backs. Now, in that stable that we have, we've got a man, Malik Davis. What are your thoughts on him? Does he give you, he looked good in preseason? I mean, he looked good when he had opportunities.
No, he looked good. But I mean, I think Gibbs is faster. Gibbs is the same height as him too. I mean, Gibbs ran like what, a 4.355 maybe.
Yeah.
So plus Gibbs, he can play a little receiver, maybe throw him in the slot, maybe I'm gonna run a little out, get you little yards like Pollard did last year.
No,
Malik Davis is good though.
Yeah, and I think with the Cowboys is what it's going to come down to. We definitely, my man Kelly K9. I got something for Kelly. I'm going to play a little clip in 2 seconds. I think we need to get a run stopper. I think we need to beef that up as well. So I think the Cowboys are a luxury of taking the best player available, and whatever that best player available is on their board, they got to take it. Now, one thing that broke my heart, and I don't know if you guys were listening to the show. My man Kelly K9, you had Megan, MC back in the house, coming out, filling in, probably trying to replace me. Did a damn good job to it. And but she said something that flipped me out. I had to cut a clip. I want to get you guys in the chat. We gotta have maybe an intervention with her. But this is what she said.
Would you like to see the Cowboys go at 26? A lot of ways that they can go, a lot of direction they can go. What would you like to see?
This is going to probably be the last response that any of you are expecting.
Don't say kicker.
No. I'm gonna say quarterback.
You say quarterback?
Quarterback.
So a quarterback. Whoa.
Now,
no.
I would love. I gotta. When time I talk to Kelly on Thursday, I gotta say what the hell was going through his mind when she was saying to be getting quarterback in the first round. I mean, we got all this money into my man Dak, and I know she loves Dak, so I was like, "What is going on?" And she's the biggest Dak supporter. I mean, she'll throw it down if you talk bad about Dak. So I was like kind of surprised. Now she went on to say, Dak, maybe as a quarterback of the future and this and that, but our future's now. And so I'll respectfully, I love her to death. I'll disagree. Now, do I think we probably need to get a quarterback? If you find one in the later rounds, later in the draft, right? If there's a guy there that's there, but I mean, what is going on with her doing Dak? Now, you don't agree with that, do you?
No. We're not the Green Bay Packers.
No, the best was Kelly's face. Kelly, I know you're listening, the best was the look on your face when she said that. You even tried to help. You say, "Did you say cornerback?" But she, she stood by it. So I respect that. But the thing with the draft, and we're going to get into it more. We're going to get into it with a little bit more with you on the draft as the weeks come up. It's really the Cowboys have drafted well.
Mhm.
You can go on all different different ways. Do we go defense? They go offensive line. They can, you could use offensive linemen. There's so many different ways that the Cowboys can go. I think the luxury form is best player available. And if they've got a offensive lineman high on their board,
Mhm.
take that offensive lineman.
I
We're
agree.
at a luxury, and I think you got to get. I know we got a lot of people that give a lot of hate, to the Joneses, and rightfully so. Believe me, rightfully so. But I think the moves they made were good. Now, the other thing that kind of irked me is I was tweeting about Cooks, and someone said that he's old, and I was like, he's 29, and he's oh, that's old. But I don't know what you're. I mean, Odell is what? How old's Odell? 30?
30,
Okay. D Hop is what was he? 30,
31.
31. So when you're getting a veteran receiver, that's what that's the age you're going to get. Otherwise, you draft an unproven one. And I think they needed to get someone in here. If you look at both of those guys, veteran guys,
Mhm.
Super Bowl experience, Super Bowl champion, right? And Gilmore.
Mhm.
Cook went to the Super Bowl. So they been there, done that. And if you listen to me long enough preach it, you can never have enough of those kind of guys in the locker room. I think it helps. I
Mhm.
think Gilmore's going to help Diggs. I think he's going to help Bland. Is he going
Might
to help
help Joseph.
Is he going to help Joseph? Is Joseph
He
going to
might help Joseph.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but definitely we're in a good space. We're in a good spot. We got man's going to be you're going to be in Kansas City for the draft. Now, that's a great time. I'll tell you the story since
It was a great time.
I got the young one in here. The Cowboys, no, they're not. They're going to take a cornerback in the first, unless there's a quarterback there. Hey, man, if a cornerback is there, that a great one drops. I mean, it's going to be hard. They're going to be
Joey
hard.
Porter.
They're going to be hard. Yeah, if Porter, let's say by miracle fell, you don't pass. You wouldn't pass up. So I don't leave anything off the table. I don't leave anything off the table. But I was going to say with the draft, great time. You guys are gonna whoever's going to the draft, it's going to be a blast. My son and I went to the draft in Philly. We went to enemy territory. That was the infamous Drew Pearson when he went off. That was a great, that was a lot of fun that night.
That was fun.
And we got on TV twice. My boy he threw up the X for Des Bryant, and then we got on again. So you'll have a great time. Probably more cordial, would you say, Mikey, than Philly fans?
Oh yeah, no Philly. I remember you made me take off my jersey because we were walking back to the hotel.
Well, it was for safety because these guys are attacking at the time a 14-year-old kid. So anyway, so we will get more into draft coverage, but we're gonna get a little bit more. We're gonna dip into draft. I got another. We got another special guest we got to bring in. He's not really a guest; he's part of the show, and that is Uncle Cheech. Now, Uncle Cheech, you know all about the draft. You've been there since the AFL, NFL days. So, what's your thoughts about this draft?
My thoughts are the NFL ruined the draft. It was better when it was on the weekend. We used to have a good time. Used to go to my local bar. Me, Vinny Smaldone, Georgie, the Gas Pipe Gasparino. You go there, have a great time all day Saturday, and now they put it on a Thursday night. We used to take bets up to $20, small bets. Who's going to draft a lineman? This team going to trade up, trade down, this one, so on and so forth. And we had a lot of fun. Any money we made, we had Louis Pizzeria a couple doors down. We used to
get a calzone,
take the money, bring pizza back to all the guys in there because it was a blue collar bar. Everybody was construction workers, mechanics. And that was the fun of it all. Now it's no fun. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock.
I know. Well, it's Hollywood. They made it Hollywood. It's all about the
I
money. It's a
understand
good
they're
time.
making more money, but they're taking the fun away from the fans. I never heard more people complain about what they did to the draft. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little story. Georgie kept bringing this young fella in with him, and he says, Cheech, he said, this guy really knows the stuff about the draft. He said, but I said, is he Italian? He said, no. He said, his name is Mel. I said, okay, I said, bring him in. He like hanging with us. So I kept hearing he'd say, this team's going to pick this guy, and this team's going to pick that guy. And I said, hey, Georgie, I said, this guy really knows the stuff. And this went on for years. He was probably a teenager. That's how long ago we used to do this every Saturday, Sunday too sometimes. I said, why don't you go take a ride up to Bristol, Connecticut and talk to a couple of the big shots at ESPN and see if you can help the kid out a little bit. I said he really knows the stuff. And the rest is history. Mel Kiper goes up there, gets the job, send me a box of Cubans.
Very nice.
Every year on my birthday.
At least he's taking care of old Mel Kiper. He was the OG of the draft expert.
Well, these people, they ruined the whole thing. We used to have a blast. We take the money. People get a little too much alcohol. They want to bet more, but we made a $20 limit. Keep it fun.
Yeah.
We just buy pitchers of beer. If we made money on a round or a team, we used to buy pitchers of beer. We used to bring the pizza in from Louis. Everybody had a blast. We're there all day, up until the night, till it was over.
Well, let me tell you.
Hey, Thursday night is horrible. Horrible.
Well, let me tell you this. We had, I don't know if you saw it, because you're from the U, so I was trying to, I wanted to get some love to you. We had Coach Dennis Erickson, two-time national champion on the show, talking about the good old days. And I know you talked about that Texas game. So I had him comment on that. And so I wanted to make sure you knew I showed some love to you. You enjoy it?
Oh, yeah. Enjoyed it a lot. Matter of fact, I went and I put the tape of the game back on afterwards. I got so excited just thinking about it. That was the U. Go in there and slap them around a little bit. Drive them into the ground. That's what I like to see. Talk to them while you're beating them up.
That's the way, and that's the way these Cowboys got to get back to. But Wednesday, so Wednesday, I got a special show. I got Malik Rozier coming in. He was U quarterback, 10-0. We're ranked number 2. That was the best kind of, the best performance. So he's coming in, talk a little bit about the Canes FSU rivalry. So I got a Florida State guy coming in to have a little, have a little arguments back and forth, but. The other thing that he said that's going to be interesting, and you guys, Cowboys Nation, you guys better come correct. He sent out a tweet, that Dak Prescott is never going to lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl. So,
you want my opinion?
What's your opinion? What's your opinion?
I think he's probably right.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
You think that's the case?
I do.
Hey, hang on.
I ain't hurt anybody's feeling, but
hang on one second.
I just call him like I see him.
Hang on.
How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good. How about you, Uncle Cheech?
Oh, good. You taking Jimmy's place tonight?
I am. I'm taking a spot.
He's taking Jimmy's spot. But sorry, my battery, I forgot to plug in my battery. It just gave me an alert. So no, you don't think Dak Prescott can lead. What makes you think that he can't lead this team to a Super Bowl?
In the big game, he seems to turn the ball over more than he should in the big game.
Yeah, well, I can't. I mean, right now,
I can't argue with that.
In the big game, you're talking Super Bowl here.
Yeah,
you go 11-4, or whatever you had last year, and then you get knocked off in the second round because he turns the ball over 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
ain't gonna get you there.
No, I get it. I mean, I get it.
That's my opinion.
But I think the most important thing is they never had, you had Noah Brown. Noah Brown was their number 2 receiver last year. You know what I'm saying? You get rid of his weapon. I mean, CD had a great year, but you get rid of some guy. He's not going to be the one. He's not going to be the one to. He's not Patrick Mahomes, right? He's not going to do that. But I think he's a leader, and I think that's the most important thing. He's got a lot of character.
I under that. If they can correct the turnovers in the big game.
Look, the turnovers were one season. He had turnovers, and now all you guys all I hear turnovers. He had 1 year. He's never turned the ball over that much. He had one bad year with turnovers.
I'm not talking about the season overall. I'm talking about the big game. The playoff game. You can go all year and not turn the ball over, but if you turn it over 3 times in a playoff game, what's wrong?
No, I know. He's got to step up. This is the year. Jones. Cuts by Jones said it. This is the year that he's got to do it. And I'm a man, Booker Washington. He's saying that he's agreeing with you. I mean, you got a lot of fans here. I don't know what the hell's going on, but he's got to be consistent. I think it's something that I forgot who we had on the show. Maybe it was Stephon Page.
That's the key. Just like the quarterback for San Francisco.
Yeah.
The third string quarterback. He managed a game. He didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And that's the key to victory. Jimmy Johnson will tell you, he hated, let him turn the ball over for another team. He said that 100 times. Like Vinny Testaverde and stuff. Let him turn the ball over for another team.
No, he left Vinny Testaverde.
Let him fumble for another team. If a guy you go back to your running back. If a guy fumbles all the time, the fumble machine.
No, I get it.
Play someplace else.
I get it. This is a year.
How many yards a game?
This is a year. So this is a year I think is going to be important. He's got the weapons. Now, I'll ask Mikey to interject if he wants. Kellen Moore's gone. So now McCarthy's running the offense that he wants to run, that he was hired to be the head coach. He wasn't hired to have Jones give him his offensive coordinator. Now he does things his way. Mm-hmm. Now, does that make a difference, Mike?
That does make a difference because Kellen Moore ran deep routes every time. I saw a video on TikTok. It was of Duke saying Kellen Moore is very inconsistent. He'll have like the Bucs game. He'll call this great game. And then the 49ers game, same play every time. It's very predictable offense. So yeah. I think we gotta run the ball very good and get CD the ball and get Cooks the ball, obviously. But I think Dak just gotta step up.
Well, I think Dak got his problem. I think he tries to do too much in the big games.
I agree with him.
Just managing the game, getting the team downfield, the scoring position, or I think he tried to put it all on his shoulders, and he shouldn't. He's got good players around him.
No, he doesn't.
Look careful in your selections, and he could be fine.
No, he does. He does.
But I think
when your offensive coordinator
too much himself.
When your offensive coordinator is throwing an empty backfield set 5 wide when you're inside the red zone on 2nd and 2. I mean, that's idiotic. And that's what I'm saying is, I mean, what do you want the court? It's just.
I understand what you're saying.
I think McCarthy is going to bring that manager back, right? He's going to, and I think game manager is a bad word, right? It's looked down upon a quarterback. And all I'm saying is they need to control the game, control the clock, ground and pound a little bit, but they need to make big plays. You got to pass the score. I mean, for the most part, you got to pass the score, right? So he's been proven that he can do it. You add in Cooks. I think Gallup that's going to be the interesting one to see. What does he do? Coming off that injury, they say it's 2 years. Your boy here is not giving up on Jalen Tolbert. I think if they're drafting a receiver, they may give up on him, but I think that they've got the weapons. I think Turpin. I think you use Turpin a little bit more, and I think that's when. I think that's going to help, especially with the running game. But let's see, we got a comment. When you run 5 wide on 3rd and 2, not run Thank God Kellen's gone. Exactly. Hey, I'm just telling you, all these guys, all these media heads, they pissed me off. All these guys on ESPN, all these guys on NFL Network, they were crucifying Kellen Moore. He's a terrible OC. We finally get rid of him, and what do? Now he's the best thing since sliced bread. Now all the Dallas, how are they going to survive without him? Empty calories is all he had. He put a big chunk yards in certain games, but when it became crunch time, like you said, Uncle Cheech, crunch time, when you had to scheme and you had to go against a mastermind and make adjustments and doing that, he got schooled, period. And he's going to get schooled when we play them in LA. Dallas is going to go over there and slap that team around. You notice what free agents went to LA? They didn't. No
Nobody.
player his followed them, did they? Anyone?
They're losing Eckler.
No, I'm saying no Cowboy. They didn't. Noah Brown didn't go there.
Oh, no.
Rush didn't go there. All these guys, no one went there because they know he stinks.
They all went to Houston.
You're not getting an argument for me that he stinks.
They all went to Houston.
No, they went to Schultz signed a 1 year, $9 million. We got into that earlier, but I mean, what do you think about that, Uncle Cheech? You get this tight end, they sign him to a franchise deal, they offer him a fair contract, and now he thought all these teams would want him, and I know who he thought was going to take him. He thought that man in LA was going to take him, and they didn't even want him. So now he has to go to that purgatory down in Houston, that dump with a crap team, crap organization. Now what are they going to do?
You asked for it.
And I love Houston. I love the city of Houston. I go there all the time. That was a Joe's more on the team, not the city.
Well, I'm watching my Dolphins right now making some moves too.
No, the Dolphins are going to be tough.
Yeah.
Now,
I think don't you play them this year?
we do. So your boy's going to be down in Miami, right?
Well,
We're a family event.
I'll be there.
You're going to go down. So we're going to meet up. And we're going to slap them Dolphins around. I'm looking for – I hate the offseason. I want to get the season started. I want the season to get started.
Well, that's what I mean about with the draft. You look forward to that in the offseason.
Yeah.
And then they turn around, put it on what's time to start? 7 o'clock on a Thursday night?
They do they drag it. Thursday, Friday.
Have to go to work.
Yeah, I know. They cater – catered, it's all about the money, just like player safety.
Well, that's what it is. So the fans don't mean nothing.
Of course not.
No.
Yeah,
that's what
of course not.
That's the trouble with things.
So
they overprice themselves. They're driving the working man away from the game.
No, they do. They do. They get. I'm a season ticket holder, loyal season ticket holder of the Cowboys. You think they throw me an X-Lax watch or something like that? They send me a T-shirt. They give me some T-shirt. A couple items. It's like, hey man.
I had to get off the subject
here.
But I happened to be watching A&E last night. They had a thing on Roddy Piper, my favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
So that really crushed me. So I went on Amazon today and I got me the T-shirts, Hot Rod.
Hot Rod, yeah.
I got me one of them T-shirts coming.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, I got to watch that. I usually watch it on Sunday.
That was terrible.
Freezing my ass off. 6 p.m. Texas time. See? Yeah, the draft starts in Central time at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, people are just getting home having dinner.
Get home from work. Even at hot plate.
West Coast ain't even out of work yet.
No. Well, let's ask this. We'll wrap things up. So I always want to get a young guy's opinion because you got me. I've been to I've seen the Super Bowls. I've seen the championships. You got Uncle Cheech. He's lived it. He's seen all five
everything.
I've seen every Super Bowl.
He lost a boatload on the Cowboys and Broncos. So you're a young kid. You've been Cowboys fan your whole life. How hard is it? I mean, how much more? Are you going to be able to take any more of this pain, or how you feeling?
I don't know if I could take it anymore. It's. I always think like when we do good, I'm always like, all right, this is the year we're gonna make a run, and then we always lose in the divisional round to the same teams.
Yeah,
the same teams. The Packers twice, the 49ers twice. It hurts.
No, I know.
I
And
love the
it,
teams.
it was crazy with with Aaron Rodgers has been the thorn in our side. And you know what happens? We got Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets, and the Jets are playing the Cowboys at AT&T next season. I thought we were finally rid of him, but it looks like he's going to be sticking around. So
He's dragging that though.
He's going to, you say he's going to the Jets. The Jets are a fair team.
yeah,
One man ain't a whole team. You saw how he got roughed up in what's that playoff game?
yeah. But I mean, he still could sling it. I mean,
No, he can.
he can still sling it. I mean, it's like years ago when Brady was a free agent. I was like, hey man, I wouldn't have hated if I wouldn't have been too upset if the Cowboys went all in and got Brady. You know, the couple years to get a Super Bowl out of it. I mean, we've been waiting so long. So if the Jets, if he can, they got some young guys, man. They got some. I mean, they're not a terrible
Yeah,
team.
that's what they're hoping. They get one Super Bowl out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a tough division. So.
I was hoping he was going to go to the Dolphins.
I thought that was a better place. I thought that was a better place. Mike, do you? I mean, where'd you think?
I agree.
Yeah, I think
Dolphins.
Dolphins. I would have taken a little bit and just gone there.
Premier receivers down there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be too unfair.
Yeah.
And now there's talk they're going to get Derrick Henry possibly.
I don't know how they have all this.
They can pound that ball. And he was going to be open all day. He would have made a killing down there.
Yeah,
This guy will probably get knocked out first, second game, get a concussion.
Yeah,
that's my concern with them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Tua. They don't have a quarter. They got Mike White, who he's been a Cinderella story. You know, he had a good game against the Jets. He had, obviously he was drafted by the Cowboys, but I mean, you had Dak. He was drafted in 2018, so won a spot for him. But hey, I mean, you get some of these guys that can go in and do a spark them up. So we'll get going. We'll let you go, Uncle Cheech. We'll let you go, Miguel, and I'll wrap this baby up, put a little bow on it. And we'll be talking to you. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Thanks for having me.
All righty. Take care. All right. Well, you heard it. We had, Uncle Cheech. We had Mike on. Little Big Mike, if you want to say, talking that draft knowledge. We're gonna get more of that. We got to get his internet fixed or whatever. His screen was a little choppy. I don't know if it was for you guys, but I could hear him. That's the most important thing. But we just want him to come on to talk a little bit. But more importantly, it's really a big thank you from me. I've been doing this a year, and honestly, I do it for fun. This is not my job. I got a full-time job. I travel around. That's why sometimes you guys see me missing it. And I got to get some guys to pinch hit or ladies to pinch hit like MC did on Thursday and did a phenomenal job with Kelly K9. So we're going to, we'll definitely, I told her we got to all get on but it's fun for me, man. I just love hanging with Cowboys Nation. I love talking to you guys. It gets even more fun when the season starts. This is just kind of like we're buying time. We got to get through this off season together, but got a lot of great stuff on the channel. We've hit over 1,350 subscribers in 1 year. I think that's cool. We got more than one. So, I did a great giveaway for 1,000. I got a nice giveaway for 2,000. And when we get to 3,000, I got something that's going to be really cool. Put it this way. Hopefully you're in the AT&T area and you'd have ability to go to a game. So when that happens, I always say you got to give back, man. You got to give back to the people that show you love. And I get so much love from Cowboys Nation. Guys know I'm a huge Cowboys fan. I take everyone's crap for you. All these opposing teams that, they wait till after the game if we lose and they attack the hype videos and everything, but it's all in fun. But we got a lot of great things coming up. Like I said, Malik Rozier, Miami Hurricane quarterback. Had some things to say about Dak Prescott. We're going to get into it in fun. He's a great guy. We had a great conversation. He's from the U, so we're going to talk about some good times with Miami and college and where college is today and some of that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out on Wednesday. And Kelly, K9, and I will be back live on Thursday. So we got that routine. We got Monday live, Thursday live, sprinkling a little magic here and there when we get things going. So there's my man, Cuts by Jones. If you saw Mikey and the Cowboys cave, that'd be awesome, brother, man. I appreciate that. Hit me up. But we'll definitely do that. He does beautiful work, and And Booker, I appreciate it. Love you too, man. And the fans, you guys are great. So it's been fun. So spread the word, like, share, subscribe. If you hate it, let me know too. If there's something you want to see more of or less of or anything. It's all about the Cowboys, man. For me, it's all about the Cowboys. When Jimmy Dee's on, we got to mix in that New York stuff. But I'm a game. Yeah, I'm a fair player. So I got to give him his time. He does a great job too. So he's out traveling, but that's what I say. All of us, Kelly too, we all got full-time jobs. This is just fun for us. It's a way to interact with the fans. So I do appreciate all you guys tuning in, checking it out. Remember, we've had a lot of player interviews. You can go back and check them out. Barry Switzer, Cosby, Craig Morton. We had all these stories of Cowboys history. I make my kids watch it. That way they know the history of the Cowboys. We're not that 27-year hadn't won a Super Bowl. There was that time, a dynasty, going to the Super Bowl so many times. It was you got spoiled. But we're going to get back, and it's going to be even sweeter. And when I'm in Dallas partying it up with Cowboys Nation on the parade, that's when it'll be. So, but I appreciate it. You guys, again, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share. We will see you live on Wednesday. Don't forget, Wednesday, special show, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Myself, Jay Tuck, Malik Rozier. We're going to mix it up, little Canes Knowles style and some Cowboys. And then, like I said, live with Kelly K9. I haven't done an ending video. I'm going to throw you the throwback back to the very first, the one that started off with Tank Lawrence. It's always a fun one. So I'll leave you with this. You guys take care. Be safe. And I'll see you Wednesday night, 8 p.m. live.
The Eagles getting ready, because you might not like it, but you will learn to love it, because we are the best thing going today.